Hello and welcome to another episode of the Salties. This is the Salties family, the Saltzmans here. And all of the rest of the family has left and we're like, whoo, whoa.
We love them and we're happy to be a little quiet.
Yeah,
quieter.
And now they're all gone. We started with
we love you guys.
24 people. Yeah, family, if you're watching, we love you and wow, you are a lot.
A lot of table setting.
Yeah, a lot of table setting for Jordan. And now we're down to 3, so we get to talk to all of you now.
We're down to 3, but then we have 2 friends coming in. So.
That's right. And we get to do this episode of the Salties around asking and receiving and making stuff happen in the world.
Through community.
Through community and support.
Extended family.
Yeah. And we have a story that involves Jordan, so she's here joining us today, doing a cameo appearance. And Mom, you want to kick us off? Talk
Sure.
a little bit about what you were talking with Jordan about?
Sure.
Yeah.
I had actually written something about the power of asking, and I don't ever even think I put it out there, but I was really just sitting with the power of, in my life, of when I've asked for something I've wanted, whether it's like being on, say, like the beginning of facilitating somebody's conference of 500 women, or presenting at a conference where there's like 1,000 women in tech. And it was really, I asked is how I got the gigs. I'd be like, here's who I am, I want to do it. I mean, in a short. And
But it wasn't a lot more complicated than that.
well, I'd send a video and stuff of things I'd done before, so I kind of
Right. So there was
legitimized
a
myself.
little legitimate, but the asking was the big part.
The asking was the matter.
The asking was the big part, and part of it is like, I noticed myself even today sitting on something.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into it, but I'm sitting on an ask that I have today that I've been ruminating on of like, ooh, can I get right size enough to put that out and ask for that? So it's a theme in my world, and it's a really fun.
I'm having trouble seeing you through Jordan.
It's a fun game to play, is to ask and just see what happens without it being
Because if you don't
super,
ask, it's
like without taking it super personally. Because I've asked and I've not got responded to
Right.
many a time.
Yeah.
But I don't record those as much as the
trying to forget those.
ones where I'm like, okay, if it's meant to be, there will be something back.
Yeah.
And so I had been talking to Jordan about this. We had been talking about, the power of, she wanted a role in the school play. And I was like, just, continue to ask and see what happens.
And it was like, and I just kept asking my teacher to get it. It was a little bit annoying, but in the end it worked out.
Yeah. So we're going to Hawaii. Our family with Soren, who runs the Wisdom 2.0 conference, and about 50 people there as part of a conference, and then about 20 of our extended family, something like that.
Something like that.
And just extended family and friends eating lunch at one table, and 50 to 60 people who were in the conference eating at a couple of other tables, an outdoor setting, beautiful outdoor setting. And there's a grass stage there with somebody playing guitar and singing, and the poor guy, nobody was listening to him. Everybody was just talking amongst each other and to each other.
La, 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 la.
La, 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 la.
Yada.
Yada, yada, yada. Beautiful breeze outdoor.
It was like
in Hawaii.
evening too. The sun had just set,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah, it was
balmy.
really nice.
Yeah. And I'm sitting with Jordan, and Jordan looks over at the guy, and she says to me, "Dad, I want to go sing on that stage." And I'm kind of joking with her about it. I'm like, "Yeah, you up there doing it up," and
Like, do it.
I go, "Well, it's Soren's thing. This is his gig, so you can't go up there." And I look at her. 5 minutes later, she's staring at the guy, and she says, "Dad, I want to push him off the stage and go sing." And I go, "Wow, this is like, she's serious here." And remember I said, you have to go ask Soren if you're going to do that. And then I leave the table.
And
And
the guy takes a break.
The guy takes a
Yeah.
break, and you're talking to grandma, your grandma. Do you remember what happened there?
I'm not sure exactly, but she said something like, well, you could ask Soren because the guy's taking a break. And like all my family are like half, like encouraging me to do it.
Right. And Navarre too.
Yeah,
Navarre,
like all my
your
family.
cousin.
Maybe you should do it,
Maybe you
Jordan.
should do it, right.
Just ask Soren.
Oh, we're saying that,
But it was-
but in all honesty,
yeah.
we're thinking like, this is
Like
not
it's
gonna
still like a joke.
Yeah, right.
It's like a joke.
I'm really
It's like a joke.
You can ask Soren, good luck with him saying yes, is really what's going on inside me. And then, so I go over to get some more food, and Kerena's over getting some more food. I look back, and there goes Jordan going to talk to Soren. And I say to Kerena, our daughter is going over to ask Soren to sing on this stage. This is not going to go well. She's going to get rejected, and we're going to have to deal with some tears. And so,
Well, you didn't even get that far. You didn't even say a sentence. You go, oh my God, Jordan's talking to Soren about going on stage. That's all you said.
okay,
And I
I
was
guess
like,
the rest of it was internal.
oh, I better get over there quick. And I was like, hang on.
So she goes over there.
Took control.
Turn down the mic.
I'm like, baby, turn to Soren's like, it's fine. We got this. And I was like, oh, shoot. He's doing it. This is actually
Right.
happening.
So then, so Soren starts announcing it.
Yeah, he's like
Like he makes a thing of this. He goes,
I'd like to introduce my niece. She's never sung on a stage before. This is her first time ever.
right?
And we're like,
And I'm talking now. I'm with Michelle Gale, another one of our friends. I'm like, oh, Michelle, this is not. She's never done this before. This is going to be horrible. There's going to be years and years of therapy. We're going to be dealing with a disaster here. And Michelle is like, no, Ben, this is going to go excellent. This is going to be great. I'm like, are you kidding me? So Jordan gets the mic and gets up there, and everybody's attention now, of course, is swung towards her, and she starts to sing. And how did you feel when you started?
I was like really nervous at first, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to go for it. And I started like a little bit like small.
Hesitant.
Like hesitant, but then I
What was
got
the first line?
like a small boat on the ocean.
Yeah. And you said, into motion.
and then you start getting more.
She started to get into it and like find her groove, kind of. And the
So
crowd
fun.
started getting into it. You like I was
I
like,
just felt really good.
the crowd starts getting like doing the like yeah, go girl, and you know there's like
And Jordan was doing this. I don't know. You were, I was saying that. You're going.
yeah, she's doing the rock and one hand coming out, and just like totally like by the end she's like
rocking.
and rolling, and the crowd's going crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, and then. You know, I'm like doing the go Jordan, go Jordan. You know, yeah. She ends in a crescendo and the standing ovation. The crowd gets up and Jordan's, you know, she takes her little bow. She comes off stage. I'm like, what just happened? It was surreal from my experience. I was like, what is going on here? Jordan comes off stage. First thing she does, she goes over to Mom. Remember what you told Mom?
You have to get me singing lessons now.
Yeah, you have to give
It's
me
true,
some
and we
lessons.
did.
Yeah, and we did. And then you came over to me.
And I said, I showed you I could do it.
Yeah, that's right. I showed you, and I was like, you sure did. You showed me. And then,
And it was I want to just come back. Like it was the vigor of her focus and like willingness
and desire.
Yeah, and just like it didn't matter what she was singing. Almost, it was just like her passion came through, and that was the thing that sort of like blew us all out of the water. Like, damn.
Yeah, like
I didn't-
ignited something.
I hadn't seen that or.
No.
And I hadn't. And
Like
I
this little
hadn't
tiny package, and there's a big beast in here. Yeah, and then so Jordan leaves, and all these people come over and congratulating me.
As if we did something.
Right? I'm like, she never did that before. I don't know what
They're
happened.
like, can we talk about your daughter? I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah. And
happy.
yeah. And the kind of the teaching points, what we want you to isolate out of this and really kind of get is the power of community. How many people had to support Jordan at this kind of juncture where she didn't really know and didn't know exactly what to do and wanted something but didn't really know how to make it happen? How many people said, yes, you can do this, and here's how, and here's, they gave her another piece and a little bit more confidence, you know, like probably 5 or 6 different people who were kind of at her back and in support of her, gave her the chutzpah to go up there and do it. And also the power of asking. You know? I think what you had talked with her about.
And I also think one of the most powerful questions for people, if you are reaching out to somebody to ask them, is like, would be something like, how would you do this? Like if you wanted to, whether you want to speak at a women's conference, you might know somebody that knows something about that. Like how would they do it if they wanted to speak at it? So you just you're sort of utilizing their knowledge to help support you.
And I just had so much passion for singing, and that's why I did it. I mean, if I didn't like singing that much, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Right.
No.
If you have passion for whatever you're doing, much higher likelihood of people saying,
it's risky. It's risky to be like, I want this. I want to go up on that stage and sing.
Yeah, that's
right?
That's taking a risk.
Or I want to teach that workshop over at that place.
Yeah, or whatever it is that you want, to be able to risk saying, I want that, and to put that out to other people, I get it, it's a risk.
I remember when I went from collaborating more to working individually, presenting individually more, and I remember somebody telling me, like, you can do it alone. And I was like, really? Like, I have enough? Right. Really? They're like, yeah, totally. And I trusted them enough, and I heard it from enough people that I was like, oh, I can be the lead.
Only 2 or 3 people, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah, like I didn't have to always be in collaboration. I could just lead it, and it would be successful.
Yeah.
And that was a whole new area for me to step out.
Yeah. So whatever it is that you want to do
it.
Start asking. Start saying, I want to do this, and letting the world know and putting it out there. And start to create relationship with people in your life who can support you. That's a big one, to be able to create contact and connection ongoing in time. Sometimes we say you got to get your groups, your circles.
You have to have people who got your back and will support you through
Yes, yeah. And
sometimes it goes south.
Right.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes people say no.
You
gotta.
Or you might get up and your voice might go,
oh, yeah.
You know?
But you gotta keep asking.
You gotta keep asking. I had 10 years of stage fright at the beginning. I was so bad. But I just kept at it.
I had one horrible experience where I froze. I was like on an expert panel.
Oh, I remember this. Oh. You were so bad.
So bad.
You couldn't even hear her.
But you know, a few years later, I had a redo in that same room at that same hotel that went really well. So go figure.
I'm really comfortable at being on stage. That's a gift.
That's a gift.
So I don't know what your version of stepping out or asking is, but I would just say, you know, see if you can do it. And I also want to make a distinction between, there's a lot of people out there in the internet marketing community that will say, you should just be like, I'm great, I should be on your stage, let me do it. That's not the kind of asking we're talking about. This is more of like a sincerity of getting people who know you well and know your work to support you in that. It's not like a pushing yourself into something or like hard selling yourself.
If you don't feel comfortable with yourself doing it,
trouble, huh?
Yeah, trouble.
Yeah, if it's a pushing thing, it can backfire. But if it's an offering, if it's really coming from an offering place and you're genuinely wanting support from people, it can be a beautiful ask.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So there you go. If you are interested in more videos, this is the Salties. This is a Salties episode. We have more of these over.
And I have a special guest.
And this is a special guest over at touchedandtransformed.com. And sign up for the newsletter there, or take the Enneagram personality test, and you'll start getting these videos. if you want to learn the skills to build that community around you, that supportive community, we do a lot of teaching of relational skills and how does your personality get in your way and how do you clean that up so that you can make more connection and have people saying, I got your back. I will support you. We have 3-day programs and year-long programs for that. Come check it out over at touchedandtransformed.com.
And if you're interested in women's leadership and how to take your asking to another level in relationship, you can go to KerenaSaltzman.com and reach out to me there or put your email in and we'll let you know of offerings that come up.
Bye.